In this tutorial in CyberLink PowerDirector, we're going to show you how you can create gold or silver title text, like what you see on the screen. This comes as a request from one of my subscribers. So I have a background that we're going to use for my example here. We click on the background and now we'll add a title. I click on the title option and that will give me my text, and I'll just drag down the default my title, put it into track number 2. Now we'll double click on that or press the F2 function key to get into Title Designer. I'm going to highlight all of the letters with Control A, and then I'm going to change the characters to impact, and I'll change the size on the left panel from 48. Let's go to, well, I'll do a custom one here, not 72. Let's just go up to 60. I'll type in 60 and press enter, and we'll type this one as gold. All right, and then I want the other one separate, so I'm going to just click again, and we'll do silver. So we'll take and move our gold to the top, we'll move our silver below it, and now we'll do each of them separately. Control A for gold, and now we're going to change the color. If you have a version of PowerDirector that allows you to do gradient colors, that will work out best. And so I'm going to click on gradient color, and now I'm going to use a gradient stop. And so I'm going to start with the left one and click on the box on the left side where it's black to start out with. And I'm going to type in a hex value that's gold. That's FFD700, FFD700. Press enter, and now I have a gold. I'm going to go to the end and type in the same value, and now I have a gold color, but it's kind of boring. So what I'd like to do is click on this again, and let's change it. We're going to click on our title, and then we'll click below, that'll add a stop. And let's take a different value here. And now we've changed it, we've darkened that area. We'll click another stop, and we'll double click on that. And we might want to change it just a little bit differently. And let's add a little bit of brightness over here. Click another stop, and I'll brighten that up. Click on OK. And you can vary, you can move these once they're here, change where the accent is on it. And that looks a little better with the gradient stops in there. You can add as many as you want, move them around. You can actually move one on the other side of another one. You think that looks better? And so you can adjust it to get that layered effect. With that in place, one thing I want to do is I want to add a shadow. Click on shadow, and let's take the distance down maybe to 1.8. That looks pretty good. There we have a gold. Now let's look for silver. We do Control A to highlight silver. And again, I'm going to go from uniform color to a gradient color. I'll click on the first stop on the left, and the hex code for silver is C0C0C0. Press enter, and I want the end one to be the same, so I click on that stop, and I type in the same C0C0C0. Enter. Okay, now I have a silver, but it's kind of boring. So what I want to do is vary it. So with it highlighted, we're going to add another stop, and let's make a darker one here. Click on OK. Add another couple. We can use the plus key if we want, and click on the stop, and let's go to an even darker one here. OK, and then add some light here. Double click again. Another option you could take if you want is you could use the color picker to pick a color off your screen that's not even on the recording screen here for a silver that you like. Put another one in here. I'm just experimenting. You can go any way you'd like. Let's assume that's close to what we want. It's probably not where I would stop if I were toying with this to make this look silver. And then I'm going to add a shadow on this one as well. And let's make the shadow go in the opposite direction. Okay, and stop. That looks pretty good. And click on OK. And now we have a gold and we have a silver. With the full color spectrum inside of your Windows programs, you can emulate any color of anything you like. Getting the shadows and the texture the way you want may take a bit of time, but once you have it, you're good to go. You can also save this as a title. I'll go back into the title designer. I can click on Save As. I can call it Silver and Gold and click on OK. And now I can save that for use as often as I want as a title to use in the future in my projects. And once I've reloaded, I can edit it even further, so I'm not stuck with what I have the first time around, but at least I don't have to start from scratch. So that's an easy way in which you can make gold and silver text in your title designer in CyberLink PowerDirector.